This dude is off the chain.
Today we're watching Empire. No, not that goofy ass show starring Terrence Howard. The gangster movie starring John Leguizamo, John Legume, John Linguini, John Luigi. Are y'all laughing yet? I couldn't think of a good joke here.
Move this man!
That's not funny!
Released in 2002, Empire is the story of Victor Rosa, a somewhat big-time drug dealer in the Bronx who, you guessed it, wants to get out the game. This was written and directed by Frank Reyes, who would go on to write and direct Illegal Tender 5 years later. I don't remember a single thing about that movie. You know what? Let me put that on the list. I didn't actually write that down. Reyes had a background in the music industry before getting into film, and even worked on the set of Carlito's Way, which makes a lot of sense when you watch the movie. Empire was always one of those low-budget hood flicks that we kept in rotation. Does it still carry that same magic I remember? Let's talk about it.
And now, our feature presentation.
The first thing I need to mention is there's a producer on this movie named Jill Footlick. What? So John Leguizamo narrates throughout the entire movie, which is fine with me, except he speaks so low that you can't even hear what he's saying most of the time.
The world to live in East New York, in Harlem, the South Bronx, because of the beautiful view, because of the...
Even the most mundane things he narrates. So I went to the jewelry store and bought my girl a diamond necklace. She loved it. It's like, dude, please, shut up. Victor breaks down the drug game for us. 4 gangs operate around the Bronx in their own territory, but they all work under the same supplier. And Victor's specific brand of the Yamin is called Empire.
Evil Empire. Coke, dope, crack, smack, weed, E's and CDs. They got it all for cheap.
The other gang bosses include Fat Joe, Hector, and Ricky Starks.
Got him!
You never hear from this dude, by the way, so just forget about him. After one of his homeboys get roughed up, Victor and his posse go to put in some work on this level 1 henchman. His right-hand man Jimmy, some dude you don't care about named Jay, and Cheddar, played by Treach from Naughty by Nature.
Yeah, you know me!
2 things I'll never forget from this movie. The main one being Cheddar's banging ass sound system that had the whole room shaking. I wonder what he was listening to.
I'm the man in the place, punch on the face, a gun in my waist, it's no baby, hey yo, it's no.
And the other moment, you'll know when it comes up.
This spot's my nut, aight? Take my nut? Well, fucking take your nuts.
Hey, that was real gay, my nigga. Cut that out.
The henchman complains to his boss, Fat Joe, who trying to play some PlayStation with his son, Jason. Fat Joe ain't with the BS, so he tells the henchman to go squash the beef immediately.
8:01 p.m.
Victor and his girlfriend, Carmen, go to a party hosted by her friend Trish's boyfriend, Jack. Trish is played by Denise Richard. What the f*** is on your head?
What the hell?
Ew, what? Is that a rat's nest? What is that? Victor has a conversation with Jack, who's gassing him up with all kinds of rich boy talk. Haha, yes. Stock options and Fortune 500, all that jazz. Hey guy I just met, what do you know about investing?
What?
And Victor gets so horny for Jack at this point, bro, I'm not even joking, it's borderline homoerotic.
Jack, what can I say? We're just getting to know each other better. I think he's a white me in a lot of ways.
Carmen drops the news that she's pregnant, and now Victor has even more incentive to go legit. Does this plot sound familiar to you? If not, then you haven't seen one of the best gangster movies of all time. The henchman from earlier gets the drop on Victor, but he respawns at the hospital, so it's all good. Now the Empire gang wants payback, but they gotta get permission from the boss. Not him, he just worked for the boss. Unfortunately, the movie peaks here with this action scene. It is funny as hell though, watching Fat Joe banging out from the comfort of a couch because he can't move.
Wait, bring that back. I gotta see that again.
I'll be happy.
God, this is crazy.
Till this day, this is one of the coldest things I've ever seen in a movie. The problem is you have to be sitting on the couch for this to work, and sitting wide open in the middle of a shootout is the worst thing you can do.
That nigga coded.
Fucking ocean, that's
Jack comes to Victor with a business proposal. All Jack needs is a small investment of $1 million with a potential $2 million return. Jumping ahead a little bit, Victor does get a $2 million check, but I'm a little confused on something, so I'm gonna get to that later. Victor goes into his savings to front the money, and he started getting bougie, moving on up to the east side and buying a nice little penthouse overlooking the city. This leaves Jimmy in charge of the Empire gang.
You'll be sorry.
And Victor ain't got love for the hood no more. Left all his homeboys in the trap. He ain't speaking to nobody at his mother-in-law party.
You know, if I never come back to this neighborhood, I'ma fucking die happy. Just got nothing to say to anybody out here anymore, you know?
Damn, bro, I understand wanting to move up, but don't be dissing your folks who was riding for you this whole time, bro. That's not cool.
You think Jack gives a shit about you? You think because we hang out with Jack and Trish every now and then, they're our friends?
Get him, girl.
Deadass. Him and Cartman have an argument. He kicks Shorty out the car, and who's the first person he calls?
Jack, what's up, dog? How you doing, man? You got anything going on? Oh, that's cool. I'll come by.
Oh, Jack, man, me and my girl just had a fight, man. I wanted to hear the sound of your voice. What is wrong with you? Bro, you had legitimate ride or dies, and you throwing all that away for who? The Wolf of Wall Street? You acting like a whole side piece. So Jack passes off that $2 million check and immediately brings up another proposal. But this time he wants $4.5 million by the end of the week.
What?
Victor tries throwing that $2 million check back in the pot. Jack says, nah, you keep this. But if you can give me that $4.5 million by Friday, that'd be lovely. Like, bruh, this dude is a walking red flag. Nothing he's saying adds up. But Vic over here cheesing and shit. Yeah, I got you, Jack. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Nigga, you stupid.
In order to get that much money, Victor has to borrow it from the top drug boss, Discount Griselda Blanco.
Yeah, we've been working together how long now? 10 years? And all that time, I never fucked you. I never held out on you. I was always the best you had.
Interesting verbiage. I feel like I've heard it before.
We do business together a long time. Don't fuck me, Tony. Don't you ever try to fuck me.
I mean, do I gotta spell it out for you at this point? Griselda Blanco agrees to loan the money for a bigger cut of the profits, and Vic has to settle a feud between Hector and Jimmy. In Victor's absence, Jimmy been making the streets hot, and it's disturbing the peace. Things can't possibly go wrong, can they?
Jimmy, no!
Yeah, Jimmy's straight wildin', and everything breaks down from here. I do enjoy the relationship between him and Victor. I wish we got more of it, cause the scenes they have together feel natural. Shout out Treach too for holding down his role. The other bull, I don't know, he on something else. Victor calls his boo Jack, who assures him everything is going to be okay. You still give me that money, right? Alright, he ain't that obvious, but the movie don't even hide the fact that Jack is scheming, which is weird since Victor is supposed to be this street smart gangster who's 2 steps ahead of the game, and he's willingly given $4.5 million that he's borrowing from a drug lord, by the way, to a guy he's known for what, a few months minimum? And what I mentioned earlier, did you even cash that check he gave you for $2 million?
I don't know!
Bro, that shit could have bounced like a pair of fat cheeks and you wouldn't know until it's too late. Like, you looking stupid right now. Trish stops by Victor's crib for some reason. I mean, maybe Jack told her Luigi was single and she wanted to get the pipe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Denise Richards from 2002? I'ma do what it do. Denise Richards from 2024? I'm locking my door. This stare had me geeking for a while. Shorty whole life flashed before her eyes.
I was taking a shower.
Welcome! Punch!
Was that necessary?
Actually, yes. That was very necessary. Timu Griselda is pissed off about what Jimmy did to Hector, but she will give Victor the money on one condition. He gotta pack and smoke Jimmy ASAP. So after Vic gives Jack the money with no type of collateral, he goes to put his mans in the dirt. And he can't do it. And that's the homie. He got too much love for the kid. Victor gives Jimmy an alternative. Leave town. Never look back. Go anywhere and start. Okay, never mind. Victor calls up that lawyer that Jack put him on to earlier in the movie. I didn't mention it because it didn't affect the plot at all, but it's coming up now.
Yeah, hello. I'd like to speak to Bobby Gold, please. Robert Gold, Bobby Gold, attorney at law, please.
I don't have a Bobby Gold listed here.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So Victor rushes over to Jack's place, and no surprise, the son of a bitch is gone. Ghost, no longer visible, did the Damon Dash.
Sayonara, nigga!
Victor's best friend must be Donald Duck, cause he looking real goofy. Victor apologizes to his homeboys, his girl Carmen, and gets ready to settle the score. Victor finds Jack's location by calling Jack's mom. Yeah, Jack gave Victor his mom's number. I don't know why he would do that.
You fucking moron.
So now Victor gets the drop on him. He smokes Trish, smokes Jack, but only managed to recover a little over 100 grand.
What?
He's fucked. Victor takes Carmen to Puerto Rico to try and escape, and he is so happy when he gets the call about the birth of his first son. But come on, man. Y'all know how this works. Empire is alright. It takes influence from far better movies, but manages to do its own thing. John Leguizamo is super underrated. He carried this movie on his back, and it was cool to see Latino characters get some spotlight instead of watching Al Pacino play a Latino character. My main problem was how stupid they made the Victor character. I can't feel sorry for this idiot after getting finessed so easily and ride and jack like a rodeo show. That ain't thorough, and that's not gangster. It's kinda gay, bro. And that was Empire. A nice kickback on the couch, spark a blunt kind of movie. As always, y'all stay frosty. I'm out.